Well, thanks so much for finding time to fit us in.
Pleasure.
Today.
A pleasure, nice to be here.
How is it to bring the show to Manchester? I mean, did you tour here with Queen?
Oh, many times been to Manchester, you bet, yeah. But it's great to bring this show here, yeah. I think people are going to love it. And it's well run in London. It's been there 7 years and it's been packed the whole time, so we're very proud of it. Something we've worked on for a long time, and now there's a touring version, and as Roger will say, it's great that it's out there. It's a people's show, it's a feel-good show, and it's a rock show as well as being a musical. So I think a lot of fun will be had.
Do you remember coming to the Northwest, to Manchester
Well,
in your Queen days?
we were here about 4 months ago.
Oh,
Actually.
were you?
Yeah, it wasn't long ago.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Always a great audience, and always been very much our sort of audience, actually.
What do you mean by that?
Well, we've always been quite popular with our concerts in the northern part of the country. It's been very strong for us, and because we are sort of proper, we're sort of band for proper people, you know. And,
I think
we're not a critics band, and this is not a critics show. You know?
Well, that's the point, isn't it? Because when it first came out, We Will Rock You, the critics weren't your greatest fans, but actually you've defied them. You've been going for 6 years. I mean, what is the enduring appeal of Queen? It is you guys, isn't it, that brings the crowds in?
It's not just us. I mean, the music's good. I'll say that without reservation, you know, and it's things that make people feel happy in the music. But it's a great all-round show, and it's got a great script from Ben Elton, who has a touch with these things, you know, from Blackadder, you'll know. And we have a fantastic cast, a fantastic band, and it's all live. I mean, most of these shows that you see, they won't be live. There'll be people miming bits and pieces. This is real life and kind of dangerous. It has the element of a rock show as well as being a musical of a kind. So it's a new kind of musical, if you like.
But I'm guessing you guys don't trash hotel rooms these days. Did you ever?
Well, not all the time.
I have written a pamphlet on it, and I'll be giving you one later. But no, not really. But getting back to the show, we do have a fantastic band. It's a proper band. It's not a band of just pure session musicians, which is what you normally get with people. You know, a lot of the guys in the West End in London, I'll do the Lion King tonight, and then they go around and they're doing. Well, we've got a proper core band, and they're sort of like rock players, and they play brilliantly, including my son.
Oh, your son's in the show?
Yeah, and he's only 17, and he got through. Brian gave him his first break, and he got through the audition without any help from me, and he plays, hopefully, great drums.
Well, he's got a lot to live up to, hasn't he? But
he is a great drummer. Yeah, that's a great feature of the show. You'll see a very young, very vibrant band.
So, who's coming to see you? Who's in the crowd? Is it the older fans who have always been fans of Queen?
It seems to be incredibly wide-ranging, from very small kids. I mean, a lot of schools have been doing We Will Rock You on their own now, I don't know if you know, to the oldest among us, in which I include myself. It's incredibly wide-ranging, and all countries. In London, you see an incredible mixture. You look around and you'll see granddads with their grandsons and granddaughters all doing it, all getting up and shouting and screaming and singing, and it's a good time thing. It seems to spread across generations.
And which one anthem? Because they're not just songs; they're anthems, aren't they? These. Which ones?
We do anthems very well.
Which ones get you on your feet?
Anthems are us.
The one that you could
we have
choose.
some big guns, you know. Bohemian Rhapsody is always a pretty good bet, you know. We have
So when you
Rockyou
hear
Champions
that now, after all these years, does it still do something to you when you guys hear it, or when you hear them performing it?
It doesn't do. It was a thrill to see it done properly on stage, because we could never do the whole of the song because it had too many voices. You know, they're all our voices, but we could never recreate the whole of it on stage. But now, with the show, with you know, like 30 whatever many people on stage, all singing, we can do that, and with a big band, 8-piece band. That was a thrill when we first saw that.
Yeah, it's amazing. It still is. Yeah, I get pretty emotional seeing them do it. They get a great response from the audience as well. I don't think there's another show. People love to perform in We Will Rock You because they get this great feedback from the crowd, because people always go nuts. They always get up out of their seats at the end. They always clap. They always sing and stuff. And it's a good feeling. It's a real journey. Well,
the theme of it is this potentially, you know, very homogenous idea of what pop culture could be in a few years' time.
right.
Yeah.
Do you have fears
Oh,
about
look,
that?
it's just arrived. Yeah.
Oh, I
closer every-
see. You feel like that.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of people see, it is set in the future, 100 years, but a lot of people come out saying, oh, that's very close to the way things are today. Things are very controlled by, not by chains and prisons, in England, but by advertising and the general homogenisation.
Talent shows.
Blandisation of everything. Yeah, and the reality thing. It's all become very packaged, and people are not allowed to think for themselves. So that's kind of what the show is about. It's about people's freedom to express themselves.
Although just recently the Brits, our local band Elbow from
fantastic.
Well.
Yeah, I was so thrilled. That was the best result, I thought.
That was a huge tick, isn't it, in the box of actually
it's great.
18 years on for them to be getting...
Yeah, but actually a fantastic band and with no hype, just good music, and I was so thrilled they won that, actually.
It's a victory for real music.
Yeah, there were some very strange victors, I thought, but...
oh, God, yeah. Some of it you just think, what?
Yeah, it's a load of rubbish, really, most of it, isn't it? And, it's a right old carve up in the music business, but Elbow really deserved that.
Do you think there's anybody at the moment, or can you ever see a time when another band could do what Queen did, that kind of, that huge upswell of just huge adulation that you had?
Well, there are some big bands coming
I think every band has them. Yeah, there have always been big bands. There's been, Beatles type bands, and
Muse must be pretty.
Well, yeah, U2 been a huge band,
U2, and from the outside,
we rather like
Foo Fighters.
Muse. Yeah, we like Muse and a few Foo Fighters, but everybody has different moments. We've had a lot of moments, and we feel very lucky.
Yeah. So just finally, for people who are wondering whether to come and see the show in Manchester, what can they expect?
I think they expect they can expect to laugh a lot and a real fun night out, and they've had a sense of humour bypass if they don't enjoy themselves. I mean, it really, we get the nightly reports from London and from Canada and Germany and so, and it's people have a great time every night.
Definitely, yeah. It's a very live show. It's a little dangerous, and you'll definitely come out feeling good. You'll have forgotten your troubles for a night. I think that we can promise.
Lovely. Well, can I just make a quick apology for dressing in a cardigan? My producer said you're going to interview a rock band. Are you going to go dressed in leather or no? Sorry, a cardigan. Forgive me.
Well,
perfect. No problem.
Anyway, look, leather's completely out this month.
Cardigan is
Tell me wool is in.
There'll be lots of cardigans at the show, I'm sure.
I'm sure there will be. Thanks very much, Brian May, Roger Taylor. Lovely to speak to you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.